Now I grew up down an old dirt road in a town you wouldn't know. My pops picked the place up for $1,500 back in 1964. My grandfather was a drinker back in the day, he put him down. But a war is known to change a man, and the whiskey's known.
Hey y'all, Big Bub here from Big Bub Outdoors. It is November 8th. The rut is pretty much kicking in. It's 42 degrees. We got a small, very small piece of private land. It's only like 2 acres, and it's mostly field, so a little hard to hunt. But I appreciate it. It's my first piece in over 30 years that's my own. It's for me and my children, and my son-in-law, obviously. He's one of my children. So I got Isaac with me today. I know a lot of you guys really don't have an idea what's going on. I've been kind of lacking on my job this year. So let me fill y'all in. So the fat man has killed some does. Ashley has killed a doe. Bonnie has killed a mainframe 7 with a whole bunch of split brows and a bunch of little kickers. A total of 13 scoreable points. Was killed 2 Sundays ago. Jonesy has killed 2 does. And Isaac here has been after his first one. And we've been on the public land getting that. All those have been done on public. This is our 3rd sit on this piece of private property. Michael gave Isaac this broken crossbow out of the pawn shop. I spent about $65 buying parts off of Amazon and Killer Instinct to get it back up and going. It is a Killer Instinct 370 crossbow. He is running Bloodsport 20-inch bolts with Pro Series 3-blade Grim Reapers. And I preach by them Reapers, as y'all know. So let me give y'all a little view of what we got here. This is ours. Okay, so we can shoot out into this, but that's private property there, that other woods. And he shot that deer. So he shot that deer just here to our right at 41 yards. Isaac makes a lot of noise. He's got to learn how to adjust his body. That deer would have been at 30 yards if he'd have paid attention, but I stayed over here in the corner, kept him calm with the rangefinder on the deer at all times. Like I said, we got the deer up to 31 yards, and then it turned because he moved and it backpedaled a little bit, and it came almost in front of the ground blind at 41.3 yards. And I told him, put your 40-yard pin on it and call it a day, man. Squeeze it off or let him walk. He's not a monster. Like I said, it is Isaac's first one. We believe it's 4-point, maybe a basket rack 6. Could be a spike. I'm not sure. I wasn't paying attention to his head. He said he thinks it's a 4 or 6. Regardless, I don't teach people to hunt for a rack. If we were hunting for a rack, there's one across this field that we seen 3 days ago that looked like a Clydesdale horse. That's what we'd be hunting after. But in this area here, we don't have a whole lot of time because there's a man that comes next weekend. So we have until next weekend to get it done. So today and tomorrow would have been his last 2 days to try and kill a deer here. So, needless to say, I know it's a lot of talking. I will show you some blood on the ground and some tracking. I know the deer's dead. So he shot it. It ran, if I had to guess, another 45 yards, and it fell over. And then he stood up, and then he literally did a backflip standing straight up, and then fell down in that holler over there. So we're going to go find him here in about 25-30 minutes and drag him up to the edge of the field, and then we're just going to walk down the road to the house, because this is where their secondary property is, where the garages are at, and we park actually up by the house next to the fence. So we're just going to go get the truck and come down here to this driveway and pick them up and head home. So I might try to come back out this evening with one of my girls and see if I can't get them on a deer, because little old nanny bug still ain't got one yet. But been a long time since I've posted for you guys, and I'm sorry about that. I've worked a lot and been under a lot of stress. Me and Jonesy didn't really get to do a whole lot of fishing. That's more my fault than it was his. That man's always willing to go. I'm just ran down, guys. Like burning candles at both ends. We only got a few fishing trips in. I don't think I got maybe but one video, and I probably only went out 5 times anyway. And I know you guys don't like videos of just us talking. I wish I could have got that on video, but I wasn't thinking like everything just happened so quickly. To be quite honest, it's not my hunt, and I ain't got a bow, so I actually pulled my hood up, and I was going to take a nap while he was hunting, but then he was like, "Hey, there's something at the edge of the field," and I look up, and I was like, "Shit, no nap time." So got the rangefinder out, and we did what we had to do. So I'll come back to y'all here in a little bit. Stay tuned, and we'll have some niceness for Isaac's deer. So we've already found the deer. It was literally dead right there. Here's the initial shot. Right there's initial shot, and as you can see, it just sprays. Wasn't hard. He's trying to find his bolt. I can zoom in. It is not a 4 or 6 like he said it was. Like I said, I never actually seen the deer's head from where I was sitting. It is a button buck. Buttons aren't big enough to be counted here in Indiana as a buck, so he's technically an antlerless doe tag. So we'll be back after for his first buck still. But catch y'all here in a little while. Big Bub here from Big Bub Outdoors. I want to show you, we're going to go over here. But y'all have seen the old hanging post and my old boat winch that I used to use. I bought this out of my pawn shop about a year ago, maybe a little longer, and I finally got it hooked up this year. But check this out. Lower them down, bring them up, no more hand cranking. So let's walk over here. Where'd they go with it? He's running off with the deer. There it is. So, little graphic, but there's the exit.
Still hot.
Rage. What do you think, Bubba?
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations, buddy.
Oh, look at it. He's got a tongue out.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Congrats.
He farted.